Welcome back. I'm back up and running. My audio was starting to fail, and it turned out to be my blue mic, and so I went ahead and got a new Yeti X Pro, and so hopefully that'll solve things. And I'm also not recording on Zoom any longer. That's a piece of crap way to record. I've been doing it for a while, so actually using the QuickTime Player Pro, the QuickTime Player to record and screenshot, and it seems from my test it seems to be working pretty well. So we'll see. Anyway, just a little housekeeping before we get started. I am not Lily, I'm not Eddie, I'm not Marilyn, and I'm not Grandpa, and I'm definitely not Herman Munster, although some people probably would say he has better looks than I do. I have a face for radio. Anyway, and I'm also not your financial advisor, so you got to do your own research. I'm just some dude on the internet who's sharing with you his journey. I'm not your friend. I'm not giving financial advice, so just sharing with you my crypto and DeFi journey. So that being said, Fred Gwynn, who played Herman Munster, had quite the distinguished acting career, so you can look him up. I think you probably, if you've seen any Munsters episodes, and you also would maybe know that he played the judge in My Cousin Vinny as well, which is another old movie. That's how old I am. Anyway, but again, tastes change from when you're a kid to when you're an adult. But anyway, try to have a little fun with this housekeeping in the beginning. So let's move on. So Forex Shark goes quiet here, and we'll talk about that for a second. What I've noticed is that when he gets on the AMAs and engages with the community when things are not up and running, it has not been going well. Get all the fudsters out there who are hating on him. I mean, this guy's putting his heart and soul into this project and trying to get things done. And I've been a little bit critical of him about doing the AMAs. I've been wanting him to just let his work do the talking, right? And the biggest thing is getting the animal farm up and running. And so what I've noticed since he's been quiet the last couple of weeks here is that the FUDs died down. The price is going down still, but I think that's just the mechanics of the animal farm not being up and running. But I've also noticed that when Forex Shark goes quiet, is that things get done. And when he does come back, and engage the community, there's some solid dates that he has. Same thing that happened with the pigs. He did this right before the pigs relaunched, and, you got credited for your pigs. Had a lot better information, wasn't just saying the same thing. So I think it's good. He doesn't have to engage those fudsters and those people trying to, ruin his reputation with their crap projects that they're trying to promote, with it as well. So I think this is just a really, good and mature move for him just not to even, acknowledge those dummies, as I've been saying before in the past. So I'm hoping that, maybe in the next week or two that we'll get solid dates of when, the farm will go live. And when we'll get credited the dogs and that whole thing, because that's the thing that's going to fix the price of drip here, right? I'm really hopeful about that. So we'll see. But my gut tells me, based on what I've noticed since I've been following the project and his moves as a developer, that's what happens. So another thing too that I mistyped Cryptified here. Sorry, Cryptified. But I'm giving you a shout out here. I put Cryptified and Crypto King's video in my playlist, and you guys can check out the playlist there. It's under the Animal Farm. They both did good videos. That whenever I see good videos, I like to add those. So, again, sorry, Cryptified. I'll fix this before I load it up to the YouTube thumbnail. But anyway, check them out. Give them a follow. Those guys also do airdrops, and they're good content creators as well. So, also, here's what I want to just kind of focus and encourage you guys to do. You being in crypto and you being in DeFi, I shouldn't say you guys or you all, people look at us like we have a third eye and a third arm growing out of our head, and it freaks people out. And, I don't know about you, but there are so many people, it's just easier for them to tear other people down or point out all the bad things that there are with something before that you're trying maybe in life. And I've made a decision over the past couple of years to just start eliminating the dream crushers in my life. And that includes family. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I mean, family can be the worst, in terms of how they treat you, how they look at you. And, and again, for those of you who have tried and have failed and haven't hit it yet, I'm encouraging you, because I've been there. I'm kind of there. I've had some successes. But I've had some strikeouts too. But it's because I try. I throw my hat in the ring. And I want to encourage you to ignore, and not just ignore, but eliminate the dream crushers. Get around people, even if it's just listening to positive people on YouTube, spend more time with those people and listening to that type of content than the negative Nellies. And then, there's so many of them out there, right? And what it does, again, it makes them feel better, right? Because I think that you doing something and the fact that you can have some potentially life-changing money and doing things with this crypto thing makes them feel very, very uncomfortable. It's easier for them to have you sitting in the same state that they're in or even lower, right? That makes them feel even better because it feels like they, are doing something better than you are, right? And so you've got to get away from them, right? And if you do succeed, they're going to tell you that you're lucky. I did a video on that before too. They're going to tell you that, man, this was just, anybody could have done that, right? But why didn't they do it, right? Because you're out here trying. Even if you have $50 that you're putting in here and you're trying and you're doing something, right? Man, be careful who you share your dreams with as well, right? Those people that are just, and I spelled crushers wrong on this thing too, man. I'm just trying to get through this. I'll fix it in the thumbnail. But anyway, those people you've got to eliminate. You've got to keep them away from you. They will drag you down. They'll discourage you. My goal, and I'm sharing this with everybody, and everybody may laugh, and that's okay. I want to buy the Detroit Pistons. I want to be, even if it's a minority ownership stake, my goal is to own the whole thing outright, right? That's one of my long-term goals, and I don't mind sharing it, right? Because even if I fall short, that's all right. Maybe I end up owning the vanity seats in the front row or a box, season ticket a box. If that's where I fall short and I have the money to do that every year in and year out, that's not a bad failure, right? So listen, be around people who are going to encourage you, and I'm telling you, write your goals down. Put them up on your wall where you're sitting and spending most of your day, just to keep reminding you to keep pressing on, regardless of all the dream crushers that are out there, right? So yeah, ignore them, remove them from your life. You'll be better off for it. And again, surround yourself with positive input messages and people. You'll be better off for it. So, all right, I'm going to keep moving on here. The 3 worst crypto exchanges in my not so humble opinion. Listen, it is. Finding on-ramps and off-ramps is tough, and it's getting tougher with everything that's out there. So I can't stand it. Like everybody, I started out, making my first crypto exchanges on Coinbase. They're expensive. They also, with my Songbird tokens, they still have not distributed for all of us who had XRP, and we got that. We're supposed to get that Songbird airdrop. They did not distribute that, and I don't know if that's Flair's fault or Hugo's fault or crypto's. Either way, none of us have gotten our airdrops there. And as soon as I get my first airdrop, there's because it's decentralized, there's going to be a vote to have them just directly distributed so I can just be done with Coinbase altogether. I can't stand that exchange. And anyway, I hope they just stay in business long enough for me to get that initial airdrop and allow me to move it off the exchange. So not your crypto, not your keys, not your crypto, is the saying is so true. So they're horrible, right? And so just giving you a heads up. Now maybe some of you have had some good experiences with them, but I right now for me, Crypto.com is my go-to, although I'm a little bit discouraged with them holding with their ACH in terms of moving money from there. It's taken like 7 days. They're pretty good about getting your money off the exchange into your bank account, but I really like them for that. But anyway, Coinbase would be my number 3 in terms of the worst exchanges. Number 2 is BitTrue. Their communication is crap. You can't get KYC'd. They don't tell you why they're denying you. Because I wanted to buy some Flare before it launched. I wanted to buy some of the IOUs, and they'll let you move money on. They'll take your credit card money, and charge you those fees. But then they won't. When you go and try and make an exchange, they'll tell you that you're not KYC. They keep denying your KYC, and don't let you do it. So basically, to move your money back off, you've been double charged there, and just a crappy experience. I can't stand them. And the absolute worst, number 1 worst exchange out there that I would avoid like the plague is BitTramp, man. I moved some money off of a big chunk, from my Zum wallet to Bitstamp, and they locked it up because they said that I answered one question wrong, right? And you know how when you first sign up for things, you know, it wasn't know your customer, it was harass your customer. I mean, just crappy, man. I mean, I just kept it for like a month and a half, and I needed that cash, right? And it was a good chunk, you know. So I was so incredibly frustrated. So avoid them like the plague. I'm telling you, they are the worst. So anyway, like I said, right now, crypto.com is my go-to. Uphold's okay. They've been getting a little bit better in terms of moving funds around. They've made some changes. They're not holding your money up as well, so they're figuring out a little bit more too. But I still, right now, it's crypto.com. So anyway, I'm not going to beat that dead horse anymore. But and again, I'll fix this spelling on my thumbnail. But you guys will just have to deal with it, right? All right, let's get on to. I planned on trying to record this on Friday when. Before my mic crapped out here, but it was at 300 and 300,000 plants and 10,000 a day. But since I'm recording this morning, I'm now at 330 some plus thousand plants, and actually I think it's 335 and 11,000 a day. So let's go take a look at where we are. I did hydrate this morning, and so yeah, I'm at 335, and then I'll let you pause this if you want to look at the stats here as well in terms of my plants. So I'm making about 11,000 a day, actually not 10. Or actually, I had that in the thumbnail there. So it's 11,000 a day, 465 plants an hour, 78,000 a week as of today. And so I'll jump over to the calculator here. And you can see by the 31st, I'll be at 400,000. You know, I may even, because I hyper compound, I compound about 4 times a day for my my drip faucet, my piston tokens, and my main wallet at least, and also the my plants, and then once a day for the Piggy Bank and the pig pen. So. But anyway, yeah, man, this thing, like I said, this thing is just starting to crank. You can see how many, look at how quickly this thing goes up in terms of number of plants that you're making a day here when you get to this level. So, and again, I encourage you, go back in the beginning and, you know, check it out and see where I started, right? Check out some of those earlier videos, and I just continue to compound. One thing I am doing that I'll share, just for transparency, is that when I do take out my minor funds after my Sabbath on Saturdays, I have been taking I have two other wallets, personal wallets. Actually, one not personal. I use the one for healing the D, and then the other one is a personal one. But I do have 2 more other gardens as well. But what I do is I take $5 from my the BUSD that I claim from the miners, and then I send 5 to each of the other wallets, and I basically convert that to drip BUSD and add those to the plants. And this is just once a week, and then I take $10 on my main one here and add that. So you know, because the plants are price is going down, it's significant and it jumps up, but it's not like I'm adding a ton of fresh capital. So anyway, you'll see here, like I said, I think by the end of August I should be at 1 million plants, which will be generating me about 33,000 plants a day. Again, and this is before the utility of the animal farm kicks back in here, right? So listen, keep it up, keep trudging on, keep doing the right thing. It will pay for itself, I promise you. And again, I'm living proof. And again, I do not have. I'll show you I have 4 people on my team, right? 2 of those are family members, and the other 2 are my own personal wallets. So I'm doing this thing without all the referrals, right? That's and again, I don't accept referrals. You know, I just don't, because I want to be able to speak freely. You know, so again, I'm very long on, you know, this platform and this ecosystem, the drip faucet and the animal farm. Very long on Forex Shark. I like, again, that he's being silent. So, all right, here's where you see where we are with the with my main faucet. You know, I'm at 552. You see the price of drip as I'm recording this is $4.77. So again, it keeps falling. But again, even if you have $50, man, you'll get 10 drip. You'll be on your way. It's not that expensive, right? To get in right now. When I first started buying in, back on Valentine's Day, that's when I first made my first deposit. It was like $120, man. I couldn't even, you know, it cost me a lot of money to get in. Man, I can't even imagine what it would be like, you know, if I knew, you know, and was convinced of the platform now at these prices. Boy, oh my goodness, it'd be crazy. So I'd be a whale here with this as well. I think I'm getting to be a whale with the garden as well. So anyway, here's my Piston token, again, it's doing all right. It's doing what it's supposed to do. You know, they put a proposal out there to try and change and penalize you basically if you're doing more claiming, which I'm all about. I voted yes on that as well. So on both of my Piston wallets. Anyway, so and then again, you can see here's my pigs total. I did add a little pigs. Actually, this is my garden. My pig pen, I'm almost at 20, you know, and again, I just put a little in when it fell below. It's at 57 bucks. I think I got it at 57 bucks. Popped up to 58 for a little bit. And then my piggy bank. I am starting as of right now. Last night was the last time, yesterday about 5:30, that I'm compounding these, compounding these untime locked wallets. I let them run for 7 days, and I'll do the piggy bank strategy execution next Monday. Just to let you guys see it, and again, it should be pretty good. I think I'm based on the price of piglets going down and having more money in here now that I have 4 wallets unlocked that I can invest. I think I should get about for my 57-week time stake that I'll do next Monday and my 156-week. I should have about 87,000 piglets to start out with, which will be almost as high as my highest starting wallet was when this thing first opened. So anyway, folks. Be kind to each other. Be generous. Be generous now, even when you're not rich. Do the right thing. Keep compounding. Have faith. Eliminate the dream crushers. Eliminate the dream crushers, or the shrushers, as I'm pronouncing them here. Shrushers. Anyway, be kind to each other. Keep your dream alive. Put your dream up there. Hey, listen. I like I told you, I want to be able to buy the Detroit Pistons. Turn that organization around. I wanted to give it the longevity and have a dynasty like the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. And the Warriors were a crappy team for a long time too. But change can happen, and I'm looking to maybe do that. So anyway, as Jesse Jackson says, keep hope alive. Keep compounding and do the right thing. And we will talk to you at the next video.